Hello and welcome to this episode on Geeks First. Well, it's been a little bit since we've been able to look at the game Star Wars Unlimited, but today's kind of special because it's the release of, a whole new series of products, aka Set 2. So let's dive right in and take a look at the starter deck and compare it to the first one. So I absolutely keep telling myself I'm going to buy a Star Wars playmat at some point, but I just have so many other playmats that I'll put that on my docket list. Now, I did see some at the store that were for sale, and I'll see if I can put that photo up here for you. But needless to say, there's plenty of options for those that are getting into the game of Star Wars Unlimited. Now, what's interesting about the two-player starter is they did keep the same, structure, right? So in this case, the Spark of the Rebellion and the two-player starter here, the one I opened before, they do look basically identical. Granted, this one's already been opened and this one hasn't. The contents are still going to be fairly close to each other. You're going to get the 110 cards, 40 counters, a quick start rule. Very awesome to include that, by the way. Two-player playmat / poster. That'll be kind of fun if you got something you want to put up. And it looks like you get the two folded dex box, which we kind of talked about in the original here. So let's go ahead and open this up real quick and just do a quick look-see at what the contents of the box are. Now, I opened up Luke last time. I guess in this case we're going to open up the same thing here, which is actually Moff Gideon's side. We'll rip him open because at some point I'd like to stick these on a shelf and they'd look good and I can hopefully make the box look decent. That's not everybody's cup of tea, I know. So the one thing that is to note about these is they are not randomized. These products are exactly what is in the box the whole time and nothing more. Like, you don't have any randomization like some games include booster packs like the Lorcana boxes. So this is a strictly known quantity of items. Alright, we get the two Deckaroos and their fantastic, what I'm referred to as wax paper ASMR style thing, and we get a couple of other goodies here. Let's take a look. So we get our box, which if I were to look behind me here, I can grab the Vader box from the first deck, and these are just the same collapsible style, exact same layout, beautiful coloring. This is blue or purple, I guess, depending what color is it. You can put it in the comment section below. I don't know if it's blue or purple, but might be a bluish purple, definitely not red, but they will look beautiful, right, over the long term if you start getting these and sticking them on a shelf, right? Like, I can see the aesthetic of what you can go for with that, so that's kind of sweet. We got these two posters here. Looks like this is going to be an oversized poster of Moff Gideon, and that's pretty sweet, right? Now, this also doubles, and that is correct, as a playmat. Look at that. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty sweet. So you got a quick little playmat for Moff, and then let's look at this one here. Is this a quick playmat for, does it have Grogu on it? Nope, it's just the Mando. Now this is a photo in the verticality. So it goes, it's really long, really long, really long. There you go. And again, we got the resource with some quick start setup rules, guides, and information all at your fingertips, which is fantastic. I love to see that. That is a great addition. It's not a big ask nowadays in 2024, but it is something that does seem to get overlooked. Here is this box, and if I go, you can get the ASMR of the box getting put together there. Look at that. Boom! That's what they look like together. And then you can put the wrong decks in the right boxes. Just kidding, don't do that. People will get really annoyed. Alright, what else do we got? We have Star Wars Unlimited Galaxy Quick Start Guide. So this is going to probably be an updated rules manual. Winning the game, each base start with 30 HP. Deal enough damage to reduce it to 0. So this is some information in here. Now, there were some new mechanics that were talked about in this set. So I'm going to see if there is any indications of some new mechanics. So we have units, ground, and space. This looks fairly similar to the first one. Events and upgrades here. And then attack with a unit, attacking examples, taking the initiative, passing, leaders, regroup, draw, ready, other aspects, unique cards, capture, new. Okay, this is great. I like that they're highlighting if you're going through like, hey, I had the first one. I'm not going to go find the book. It's behind me somewhere. But trust me, if you watch my other video, you'll see me talk about it in there. But this section wouldn't be in the first book. So now in this one, you know, when a unit is captured, if it's removed from play, defeating all upgrades. So it goes through some different abilities here, so that's kind of neat. And yeah, so that is that in a nutshell. So there is your glossary. Smuggle, again, new, and so is bounty. So there's a couple of new features that they released in this set. And on top of that, you're going to get 2 of these icons here. One, or I should say decks, right? This is your initiative token tracker, 1, 5s, and 10 damage, and then your I've used my ability token is essentially what I've come to call it. I'm sure there's a better name for it, but you get the idea. So let's go ahead and rip open the first one here. This is the Moff Gideon deck. Most people don't keep any of this stuff. It just gets thrown away, but you can put this in card sleeves, so that's great. The deck list is on the back of this. It tells you the quantities of the cards that are within the deck itself. So here we go. You got your S, which is a starter for Moff Gideon here. Moff Gideon is a dual aspect, character aspects being basically the color in this game, similar to Magic the Gathering in some regard, but not quite. The good news is you can still play cards that are not in the same color, if I understand correctly. If I am wrong, please put that in the thing below. I need to make sure I'm keeping the game mechanics the same across them. But in this case, yeah, this is your hero, and there is kind of some of the cool stuff. We got the sight that he's going to be leveraging, so here you go. That's basically now using those 3 aspects here. And they kept it great. This is a rundown of the cards that are actually in there, again similar to that, which means if you ever do want to mix this up with other cards, you can get that. So S stands for starter only, so those are unique to the starter, if I understand correctly. And then C's are commons, U's uncommons, R's are rares. And yeah, so that's pretty. There's a lot of cards that look like they're unique to here. And looks like we get some beautiful experience and shield tokens that are in the aesthetic of this set. So TO1, TO2, name of the tokens. Warzone Lieutenant here. That's SHD. Shadows. Got 2 of those. Dr. Piercing. General Taggy. General Tagger. Incinerator Troops. There we go. That's pretty sweet. Outland the Vanguard. Okay. Yep, that's neat. Privateer Crew. Ooh, only got 1 of those. It's an uncommon. Seasoned Shore Trooper. Shore Trooper. That's a good one. Yeah. If you control 6 or more resources, it gets +2. Wow. So late game, that's pretty good. Snow Trooper Lieutenant. That is cool. This one definitely reminds me. I believe that came out in the very first set, because Cell Block Guard is also a card I remember from the first set. Same with Death Trooper. So it's a kind of a mix. That was interesting. They had it just a hair off there. Don't know why. That's okay. Phase 3 Dark Trooper, got 3 of those. Super Laser Technician, got 3 of those. The Client, he looks very wise. Kakar's Heavy Fighter. How do you say that? Kakar's? I can't even say it. System Patrol Craft. Okay, got a couple of those. Those are red. Looks like a reprint. Descending Veteran. Pirate Battle Tank. Gideon's Light Cruiser. There you go. That's cool. Overwhelmed. 3 of those. Ooh, Top Agent. Blue card. Get yourself a Top Agent. Legal Authority. That's there's a Naboo fighter in that. Look at that. Can't wait till we get Battle Droids. Jar Jar Binks episode 1. Anybody? Come on. Yeah. Price in your head. There we go. Oh, we got some Outflank with an ATST up in there. Look at that. This reminds me of a game called Infinity. There's like some kind of stuff in there. Oh, Confiscate. That's a card from the first set. Moment of Glory. You got the guy there with the yeah. You know who that is, right? He's in a specific episode, right? He's a good actor too. He's really good. You know who he is? Put the name down below. Calculated Lethality. There you go. Look at that. Got a couple of those. Boom, boom, boom. And last but not least, Remnant Reserves. Search the top 5. That looks pretty cool. So that is his deck. I will be curious. One of the things that I wanted to get this for, more so than just because I do like this game, I do want to play the first like Vader or Luke against the Mandalorian or Moff, because I want to compare the gameplay and see if they do have kind of an even keel ability to go head to head with each other, or if the games are more kind of compartmentalized and siloed within the set that they're released in, right? Like, does this set have cards that are a little bit more maybe advanced or not? But again, because they're still using some of the cards from the first set, you know, I don't think that to be the case, right? So trying to drop all these cards out and it's not working. There's the first bundle. There's the second bundle. Ta-da! All right, so what do we got? We got the Mandalorian now. That's who we're looking at. The Mandalorian is those two aspects, and we got pretty big overall. Also tagging in the blue in this, so that's kind of intriguing. And yeah, so we got starters, different characters in there, so there's that. All right, we got tokens again. Tokens are, ooh, that's stuck together. That's nice. Tokens here, same tokens. Claw Ren. Okay, Clan Ren. Follow the way, follower of the way. See, I can't read. This is where my problem lies. Grief. That's cool. He looks like he's having a blast at the cantina. You got a Grogu. It's an instant seller. It's a $1 million deck right now. 0-5 exhaust any enemy unit. That sounds hilarious. You got 3 of those. You got a Kuril. Yeah, you can tell this is based off a certain series. Hawk 290 Freighter. Mandalorian Warrior here. Protector of the Throne. 2 of those. Fell of the Dragon. Upside Down. Just kidding. I think that's where I split the deck. That's not them. That's me. Village Protectors. 3 of those. Chain Code Collector. 2 of them. Razor Crest. 3 of those. Survivor Gauntlet. The Armorer, look at that. That's a staple character. Cargo Juggernaut, Finnick Shand, Public Enemy, Wanted, Dead or Alive, Foundling, Attach unit gains the Mandalorian trait. That's cool. So that's like bolting on different keywords there. Resilient, Rich Reward, Snapshot Reflexes, Embrace Grapple Shot, Mandalorian Armor, the Mandalorian Rifle, because you got to have a weapon. Surprise Strike, This is the Way, and Spare the Target. Yeah, I remember that scene from The Mandalorian, actually. At least I thought it was The Mandalorian. One of the Disney properties. Definitely one of the movies that came out soon. Or, well, TV series. So that, in a nutshell, is what comes in the 2-player starter box that you get. And overall, you know, it's the same, but different, right? So that's good. They knew they had some solid bits of information from the first one, and I give them, you know, kudos for continuing that going forward, right? So I'm glad that they made all the, looks like, right decisions for this. So these will be able to be sleeved up. I'll have to get those sleeved up, and we can start playing with them at some point. And then, yeah, so that's going to be exciting stuff. And one of the next videos up on the channel you might look for is we're going to be opening this, which is the Shadows of the Galaxy pre-release kit. Managed to get a hold of one of those from LGS. And also, we will be popping open an entire box of the Star Wars Unlimited set here, because that is also something how we can get some cards so that we can customize these decks and experience it and grow with you. So, until next time, may your games be fun and your friendships grow. Cheers, my friend. And seriously, check out this game or other games I enjoy, like Flesh and Blood. And until next time, which I already said, may your games be fun and your friendships grow. Cheers.